right, everybody, welcome to Trace Amigos, and here's Santa Tom.
Before we begin tonight's show, the Trace Amigos want to pause and honor the lives impacted by the devastating floods in Kerrville, Texas. Families were changed forever. Children were swept away, and young girls from a Christian summer camp are still missing. Heroes like Julia and Ryan, a father who gave his life to save his fiancée, his children, and his mother, stood tall in the face of disaster. Now, these weren't strangers. These were sons, daughters, friends, and neighbors, people just like you and me. One moment they were enjoying life, and the next they were fighting for it. This is a painful, powerful reminder of how fragile life really is, and the only thing that we're truly promised is right now. So tonight we're asking you to do something simple but real. Slow down a little. Look at your friends and family. Say what really matters. Love a little louder and live a little fuller, because tomorrow is never guaranteed. To the families mourning and the first responders still searching and the entire Kerrville community, the Trace Amigos see you, we stand with you, and we dedicate this moment and this show to you. May we all live with the kind of courage and compassion this tragedy has revealed, and may we never forget that everything can change in an instant. So let's make this moment count. And yet, even in the moments of deepest sorrow, life has a way of showing us hope. So tonight we celebrate new life with the birth of our very own co-host, Steve Banos' grandson, Camden Patrick Allen. A brand new heartbeat, a new beginning, a powerful reminder that even in the darkest storm, the future still rises. So to Camden and every life still to be lived, we say, we honor the past, we stand in the present, and we hold tight to hope.
And hello, everybody, and welcome to the Trace Amigos Talk Show. We are so glad and so thankful that you have joined us tonight, and thank you for watching the little intro there, guys. It's the least that we can do, and we'd like to dedicate this night to the victims of the Kerrville flood. It's comforting that we can all come together, but it's almost kind of sad, almost like at a funeral, right, Dino? That sometimes it takes a tragedy to kind of bring people together, but when it does, it's a powerful thing. We have a saying here in Texas, anytime that a tragic event happens, that we say Texas strong, and I like that saying, right? I really do, because it's all about community. It's all about people coming together and standing by each other, no matter your race, your religion, your creed, whatever you believe in, wherever you stand. It's all about helping humanity out, and I'm all for that. And guys, we want to thank everybody for being here tonight. Chief may join us. We'll leave that alone right now. He has just had a grandson, and he's spending some time with his grandson right now. So we will carry on. And we want to, again, guys, life has a way of continuing, right? Even during tragic events, life will continue and keep going. So we are here to celebrate that tonight. And so thankful for each and every one of you here tonight. Let us know where you're checking in from. Let us know what you're wearing in beard today. We are so excited about our guest tonight. And Dino, how you doing? How's your week going, sir?
You know, my week's been kind of busy. I had to catch up from all that fun that I had at Worlds. So, catching up, and a lot of messages going back and forth. But I had an amazing time The only thing that was missing at Worlds was you, Santa Tom. And
Wow.
I got to tell you, there were so many people asking about you. Where's Santa Tom? I'm like, well, he couldn't make it this time. You know, the sleigh, he couldn't get his sleigh up here this time. But come to Buckeye Beer Battle, and you will be able to meet Santa Tom. So met lots of great people. Chief and I had a fun time, and as you notice, I lost some length, and Chief has turned into Kratos.
Right.
So yeah, fantastic. But we had an amazing time, and yeah, I can't say enough about it. Just wish that you were there. I met some awesome people. There's a lot of these awesome people in the chat room that I actually met in person past week. Yeah.
That is awesome. And we'll just say hi to him real quick before we bring our guest on. Pud was the first one in here tonight. What's going on, Pud? Ronnie, Flaming, how you doing? It's good to see you. Jim, Small Town Traditions. What's up, brother? Mr. John Fox.
John Fox.
Hey, Kilt, how you doing? What's going on, guys? And Mr. Santa Allen. What's up, brother?
Santa.
Jeff Harmon. All right.
Jeff Harmon.
And Mr. Dave, born bearded himself.
Born bearded.
Looks like you had a great time. I appreciated all those lives you were doing while you were up there.
Heck yeah. And you know what? His beard looks even better in person, Santa. It's crazy.
Dude's got an awesome beard, man. That's awesome. What's up, Dino? What's up, brother? Mr. Blake Hughes. Yes, Bay Area. Okay, so Blake Hughes says one of his favorites, Join the Invasion. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
All right. I hope I'm not going to miss everybody, guys. I'm trying to get through it so we can do our little introduction here and bring our guest on. There's Mad Donkey. What's going on, Chris? How you doing, brother? Mr. Jordan. Santa Dino. Hey, what's up, brother? Yes, I'm glad they made it back in one piece, too. There's Mr. 30 Spray J.
Spray.
What's up, brother? All right, guys. Mr. Jacob, Jacked Up Leatherworks. What's up, brother?
Jacob.
Steven Anderson, how you doing, man? That's a scary bunch of people right there. Oh, man. All right, guys. I'm trying to skim through here. Bishop, I don't think I said hello. And Mr. Tomahawk, how you doing, brother? Bearded Texan, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
What's happening, Bearded Texan?
He will be at the Buckeye Beer Battle as well. I'm looking forward. We only live about 45 minutes away from each other. I got to go to Ohio to, I think, finally meet him.
Right.
All right. Yes, sir, Steve. 100%, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mrs. Bruce City, how you doing?
Miss Bruce City.
Hello, Becky.
Hello, Becky.
All right, guys. Jordan, thank you. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it, Christopher. Thank you, man. Not Ray Smokey.
What's up, Smokey?
Oh, man. Y'all, some of your names. Hey, Melissa, you guys make sure you join Melissa. Thank you very much, Melissa. Make sure you join Melissa. They have special guests on tonight. Will be Mr. Frickin' Frack. Bob and Terry Jones will be on the show tonight, so we are looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bearded Respect will be on right after them. And I'm so sorry. There's so much going on today. I didn't get a chance to see who's going to be on the Bearded Respect tonight, if anybody knows. All right. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that, brother. I think I may. Kay, how you doing?
What's up, Kay?
I think I may have got everybody. Who the maker? The unseen hand guides the most visible change. Good evening. Hey, well, good words there, maker. Thanks for being here. All right. Robert Allen.
What's up, Robert?
Texas Strong, 100%, my friend. Yes, sir. I'm just still cracking up over this not Ray Smokey.
Right.
All right. Well, let me know if I missed anybody. I think I've got everybody. Everybody's saying hello to everybody.
Got True North, Santa. True North.
Amber. Yeah, I'm so far behind here. What's going on, brother Amber? I just don't want to miss. I just really want to give everybody a shout out. And
right.
Yeah. Hey, there he is. There's Chris. Hey, True North. How you doing, brother?
Good on, brother.
Thank you for being here, man. Thank you. Appreciate always supporting others, man. Appreciate that. All right. Well, you see anybody else? There's Lewis. How you doing, brother?
Up, Lewis. We got
Black Manor.
Black
We
Manor.
were just talking about you. We hope you're doing well. We hope you're feeling better. We were just talking about you before the show, saying that you probably wouldn't be on because you were a little under the weather. We hope you're feeling a lot better. Thank you for being here. All right. Hey, there's nothing like a little Trace Amigos, a little dose of Trace Amigos to make you feel all better.
That's right.
Well, Dino, do you have anything else?
I'm good. Full send. Let's get this awesome, amazing guest on here.
Absolutely. Well, you guys bear with me because I want to give our guest a proper introduction. So here we go. Give me just a few seconds. And guys, welcome Matt from Bay Area Beard Company. How you doing, brother?
What's happening, man?
Pretty good. Man, appreciate you guys having me on. That was a good introduction. I like that.
Right.
Well, thank you very much. It's so good having you here. You know, you're somebody I've kind of followed for quite a while, and even up through your rebranding this year, and just so excited to talk to you tonight. And for those people that are here that don't know maybe of Bay Area, have never heard of Bay Area, we hope that you will give them a chance. And tonight, before we do get started, I will put the information up here. There's the website on here. And tonight, Amigos, the code Amigos will save you 10% off your entire order. Okay, so please make sure you go check them out, guys. I will share my favorite real quick. I had 2 bottles left that I remember from the rebrand. I've had 2 bottles of Florida Blanco, and I knew I should wear my glasses. Bachelors. Tell me one more time, Matt.
I believe that one's Bachelor's Delight.
It is, guys. It is a bourbon tobacco oud and like a bourbon tobacco oud cologne type scent, and I absolutely love this one. Greg Boswell, who we've had on the show, is a good friend of Matt at Bay Area Beer Company. They stay in contact. He is also an affiliate for Bay Area Beer Co. So, you know, make sure I just enjoy watching Greg Boswell so much. We'll get into more of that here in just a little bit. But I say we go ahead and do the icebreakers, Dino. Take it away, my friend.
So I got some silly questions for you, Matt. Kind of break the ice, a little bit of a tradition that we do on Trace Amigo. So first up, what would you pick? Accidentally text your ex or your boss, "I miss you"? I don't know if he froze up. Are you frozen? I don't know if he froze up, Santa.
I think he looks frozen to me.
Man, did I scare him with the first icebreaker? Did I freeze him with the first icebreaker?
You shocked him right off the bat. Well, while we're waiting for Matt, I think, you know,
I knew we would have this problem.
Here we go. We got your sound.
Right.
There he is. It's okay. Hey, it wouldn't be a live show unless we have some hiccups.
Exactly. What do you think, Santa? What would you rather do? Accidentally text your ex or your boss, "I miss you"?
Well, here's the funny thing. Okay, so I do have it. There he is. Go ahead, Matt. Take it away. He's going to reset for a little bit. Me and well, I do have an ex-wife. We've been divorced for many, many years. But the funny thing is we're very, very good friends.
Right.
And we had 4 children together, and so probably I wouldn't have a problem with either one, to be honest with you. But And the good thing is Mrs. Claus, my wife, and her, or my ex-wife, they're very good friends as well. So
right,
it's all good in the Santa hood.
right. Well, since we got a second, I'm actually going to promote you for a second, Santa Tom. Your new channel, the Stand Tall. What is it called? Stand Tall with Tom.
Yes.
I tell you what, when you did that one with the Spartans, and then you did the one, I'm gonna tell you, if you guys have not checked out Santa Tom's other channel, my gosh, you're missing out. Please go subscribe to that channel, because I'll tell you what, man, I loved hearing you do that. I love your videos you have on that channel. Just so amazing. So it just makes me proud. I'm like, man, I just get so pumped up when I watch those videos.
I appreciate that, man. And what I did, guys, basically I pulled all of the motivational, videos off of my Santa channel. I'm just focusing Christmas and Santa on the Santa channel, and just kind of took all the motivational type videos and inspirational videos over to another channel. So, right. But hey, it's all, I really appreciate the kind words. And I think, well, we had them back for a minute.
See, it's going to be one of those technical difficult. Well, there's no wind chimes, right? So we're doing good.
That's right. And we have Mr. Frickin' Frack Bob and Terry in the chat, guys. Right. Make sure, hey, we're going to make a show no matter what. Chief, right. For those of you guys that missed the introduction, Chief and had their grandson, and they are spending time with their grandson right now. So make sure you continue keeping Chief and the new grandbaby and his daughter in your thoughts and your prayers. So. Just positive thoughts. I think we got Matt back. Let's look and see here.
There we go.
You good, brother? Did you go to the old phone, the old telephone?
Let's see. Can he hear us? Can you hear us, Matt?
Can you hear? It's all right, brother. Take your time.
Yeah. I think we can hear him.
Can hear you just fine.
Yep.
Can you hear us, Matt?
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Oh, yeah, right.
All right. I'm trying to get to be able to hear you guys here.
Okay. All right. Well, while you're working on that, we will say, again, on Copper John's Melissa tonight, she knows Bob and Terry will be on. I am looking forward to that. Just give us a thumbs up, Matt, when you can hear us. Right, Jay forever.
Yeah, I can't seem to hear you guys. I'm gonna have to. Not sure what's going on.
Okay. That's all right. It's understandable.
Right.
All right. Well, just keep working on it, and we'll.
Right.
I'm talking like he can hear me, but I guess he can't. All right, guys. Well.
All right. Now we're good. I think I can hear you.
Now you're good. Now we're good to go. Well, Dino, go ahead and ask your question now that Matt can hear us.
All right.
Man, this has been a nightmare. I tried to avoid it, but I hope you guys can hear me all right.
We can hear you. We're good. So
it's all good, man.
All right. So let's go to another one. Lose internet for a month or your AC during a heat wave.
Ooh, you're talking Tampa, Florida. Here for me, so that I'll take internet. I'll lose internet. The loss of air conditioning in Florida will end relationships.
Right.
So I don't think that.
Right.
Yeah. That's an easy one for me.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to live in Tampa without air conditioning, man. That'd be miserable, right? All right, here's another one for you. Every shirt you wear is itchy, or every sock you wear is always damp.
Ooh. I think a lot of guys that shave or trim their beard hairs know those little hairs will get caught in between the seams, and that's the A. I think they call them the A shirts or the T shirts or wife beaters, if you want to call them that.
Yep.
And that's annoying in itself to try and find that one hair. And as a mail carrier, I do know what it's like to work in damp socks.
Yeah.
I've been forced to do that. I think I might take the socks one. I think I might go damp socks.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I mean, you're used to it. You're on your feet. You've had damp socks, so yeah. But yeah, the itchiness, man, that would drive you crazy, right?
Yeah, those hairs are hard to find.
Yeah,
Those are fun.
right. Well, how about this one? You're stranded on a desert island. Would you rather have unlimited pizza but no Wi-Fi, or unlimited Wi-Fi but only eat broccoli forever?
Ooh. Give me broccoli and the Wi-Fi.
There you go. Yeah.
You might get tired of pizza. I mean, you're already tired of broccoli.
Right.
I think you'd get tired of pizza at some point, and then you'd have no Wi-Fi.
Sure. Yeah. That makes sense. All right. You win $10 million, but you can only speak in rhymes for the rest of your life, or sing everything like a Disney musical.
I would go with the rhymes.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of musicals to start with, especially Disney ones. So give me the rhyming.
Right. Yeah. I can get down with that. All right. You wake up in a sitcom. Would you rather be trapped in Friends or The Office, but you're the awkward background character no one remembers?
For a guy, and I don't know if anyone saw my story today, for a guy who's been told he used to look like Ross from Friends,
Okay.
before the beard, give me The Office. I'll take The Office.
Office could be fun, right? They're always up to something in The Office.
Yeah, I think you'd still have a good time.
Oh, yeah. So your hands are now replaced by kitchen utensils. Would you rather have tongs or whisks?
I think tongs. I think you go tongs, right?
Because that way, if you had tongs, you'd still grab onto stuff, right? With whisks, man, I don't know what you would do with whisks. You wouldn't be able
I think you can. I mean, these kind of are tongs if you just do this, right?
Right.
It's like sock puppets.
Right. All right. Every time you enter a room, theme music plays. Would you rather it be Baby Shark or Barbie Girl?
Oh, Baby Shark for sure. That one's catchier.
Yeah, I would rock with the Baby Shark too. All right. Be followed everywhere by a film crew with dramatic music, or have random strangers do slow claps after everything you say.
I'm pretty hip to sarcasm. I think it would destroy me after a while, the slow claps. Give me the dramatic music. I think I would probably be okay with that.
Right. I think that would be the better way too, because if somebody's just, you'd be like, all right, man, enough's enough, right?
Yeah. Sarcasm would definitely destroy me inside slowly, I think.
Right. All right. Last one. Be cursed to always forget people's names, or accidentally call everyone daddy in serious conversations.
I'm pretty bad. I mean, I think it takes a couple of times to remember somebody's name. I'd be okay with forgetting someone's name.
Yeah.
Over calling them daddy, I think would be all right.
Yeah. I think I'd go that route too, because it could kind of after if you're just talking about, hey, daddy, and be like, oh, what is it? Why is he calling me daddy? But yeah, I think you got it. Yeah. Yep.
I would take that embarrassment for sure.
Right. Right. Well, I guess my first serious question to you is what got you into making men's grooming products, beard oils, and that? What's the story behind Bay Area? How did it come about?
I hope you guys can hear me all right. I really do apologize. We were behind.
Right.
We were backstage, and I was like really hoping this didn't happen. And it glitched immediately when we started the show. So I hope everything's all right. But honestly, the beard, the beard starts everything. I think everyone knows that. I went through kind of like maybe not a little bit of a change. My my father was unfortunately diagnosed with dementia
Mm.
in 2016. And I think I just kind of went through a personality change at that time. And I grew a beard just because it was starting to be able to grow, at the ripe old age of 36 years old.
Right.
And it immediately changed my life. So with kind of that newfound look and feeling, after a few years, I decided to begin the men's grooming business and journey after my father passed. So I kind of wanted my own purpose and started to produce, beard products specifically, and even just started with oil and beard balm. So that happened, I think, in September of 2019. It's been almost 6 years now. But honestly, just really growing the beard.
Right. So when you started growing the beard, like what was like what got you into beard products? Were you like, man, I'm itching? There's got to be something, like what kind of got you down that path?
I had probably in 2017, 2018, I had a girlfriend purchase me some beard products that she had heard were good from a friend that bought her boyfriend some beard products.
Right.
And she said she loved the smell. And I got some of it and I didn't like the smell at all. In fact, it had no smell, but it was like a natural, and it was not, they were not good.
Right.
The beard butter, beard cream, or beard wash is just like any, and I want to say it was, I don't know if they're still around, but it was like Tom's or something like that. It was just from the store.
Right.
And, I made my first beard product purchase off of eBay.
Right.
Around that same time. And again, wasn't happy with the results and the scent profiles. And, that was, so I think that was what I wanted to do. I think there were some people that suggested I become, some sort of influencer, and I end up going just the business route. I wanted to start a business. So,
Right.
That was really kind of the start of it as far as beard products. And if anybody sees the beginning of the journey around April or May of 2019 to now, you can definitely see the use of my own products on a consistent basis, what that has done.
Right.
But I didn't really use beard products probably prior to 2019, even growing a beard. So it was very minimal.
Right.
Now it's kind of a limitless supply, but I know we all kind of have that.
Right. So moving forward, so you got into the beard company. I believe you were primarily just doing beard products at one point, right? Just, I believe, oils. You had butter too. You had whip butter, didn't you? It was like a whip butter, and you had balm. But this past January, you rebranded, and it's you got into other products. What was the main push for you to say, hey, I gotta sit there, I gotta step back for a second, I need to rebrand, I need to branch out? What was the main influence on that? Why it happened?
I mean, with the original Bay Area Beer Company, there was kind of like it was a biblical theme. I started with biblical beard oil, and there was beard balm involved, and I added butter, and then a beard wash, a beard conditioner. I did have beard soaps or body soaps, mustache wax. There were a few other items, but with the rebrand in January, I decided to go full on men's grooming, and I kind of, walking in and out of department stores, noticed there were a couple of celebrities that kind of started their own grooming companies, and with face washes and face serums, body washes, tattoo balms, and so I thought that was also something that we as men don't utilize enough of. I know we, deodorants and body washes and soaps, of course. But when this, celebrity created, a face serum or cream with a specific face wash Right.
Right.
I noticed that it was kind of the route I wanted to go, to branch out while I'm still making beard products, which they still are the focus.
Right. So what is the full Bay Area lineup now? So you've got beard products, you got oil, butter. Do you have a liquid butter?
You have a liquid butter. That was needed. That was one of the ones I wanted to do with the rebrand, and honestly just kept going from there.
Right. You got balm. What else do you have? What else in your lineup do you have?
So I have probably a full lineup of literally everything you could probably ask for. Body wash. There's a natural deodorant, which is similar to like a native. Man, I don't know why I draw a blank. There's almost 30 different products now. So you have a face wash,
Okay.
A face serum, a face cream. There's a toner, face toner.
Okay.
So there's 4 items at least for a facial routine.
Right.
Along with the deodorant, there's also a tallow balm or butter. There's body wash. There's a shampoo and conditioner for your hair, separate from the beard wash and conditioner.
Right.
Those are scented products, whereas the beard wash and conditioner are not. They're unscented, knowing how many products we all have.
Right. Right.
Of course, all the beard products, whipped butter, liquid butter, balm, oils.
Right.
There is, I have something I like to call pirate parts, which is a kind of like a down below deck.
Sure. Yeah.
Body spray and it's a natural tallow balm for your pirate parts.
Right. Right.
My goodness, I have to look behind me too. What else? I did bring back body soaps this month.
Right. I think that's really smart that you did that in your rebrand, because I've talked to a lot of people and I said, I think a lot of these companies need to start branching out and get more, because I believe the more you can make it a one-stop shop where people get everything they need, it's easier that way. They're like, hey, I can just go to this one company and they've got everything I need and I can just pay shipping one time and get it to me, So I think that's very smart on your part, offering more stuff than just the beard stuff, offering the stuff for the body, the private parts and stuff for the hair and all that. I think that's a really, really good idea,
Thank you. Yeah, and there's also a lotion. I forgot there is like a daily antioxidant lotion, which I'm a fan of. I even have a sea salt spread, which
there we go.
I decided not to wear a hat tonight, so I have that in. So I use which you can use in your beard as well. And then I also have a hair gel and a pomade. So with hopefully some more products coming soon. Really all the basic essentials for hair, face, body, private parts, and of course beard. So I don't know where to go from here, but I decided to just do it all at once. So to kind of get the exposure out there that even though I didn't change the name, it's still Bay Area Beard Company. That I did add the fact that it is men's grooming. So that's something I do want people to know, that it is a men's grooming company.
Right. I am definitely going to have to check out some more of your stuff. Yeah. I'm going to have to check out and get some stuff. Yeah.
We do have a couple questions. You did answer a couple of them already, Dino's question, but Tomahawk would like to know, and I think I know what this is, but he would like to know, what is your best-selling beard oil? I will take a guess and say Florida Blanca, but I could be mistaken.
It is. It's Florida Blanca. It has been number one since I released it. It was an accident, and I didn't like it initially, and it just took off. And then I redesigned it. It has become one of my more favorite scents, but it is what I like to call the flagship of the brand. It is, and to let everyone know, all the beard oils are named after pirate ships. So real pirate ships. I haven't gone into the movie pirate ships yet, but they're all real pirate ships. There's within the scent profiles, you'll kind of like a story about its captains and everything. But that one is the name of the pirate ship that is encompassed within our Gasparilla Festival every year here in Tampa, Florida. And I couldn't have planned it that way if I wanted to. But yeah, Florida Blanca is number one.
Right.
Good deal. And we got some guy in the chat. He makes this comment, right? You may know him. We may both know him, but he makes this comment and he says, that be the finest hanging from your chin, matey. Looks like you're tangled with the Kraken and live to tell the tale. I want you to talk a little bit about our good friend, Greg Boswell. He's a good friend of the Trace Amigos show. I have gotten to know him and have so much respect for him, but I would like you to talk about your relationship with Greg Boswell.
Never met him. How do you pronounce it?
Boswell.
I love Greg, and Greg's the reason I'm on here, because he was on your show and spoke so highly of me. The rumor is that I'm here now, so I want to thank Greg for that. And I was able to run across Greg doing his walking tours a couple of years ago in Key West, Florida. Now, I know he's from Lakeland and I'm from Tampa, but we happened to just be vacationing in Key West at the same time and ran across him at Fort Zachary Taylor. And we connected and chatted, and I was able to kind of premiere as a special guest in one of his walking tours. And we linked up and he became an affiliate, and I talked to him, and he has purchased products, he has promoted products, and we've hung out a couple times, had a couple beers, and he is a great guy. You know it. And I miss him. I kind of like to see him again here soon, but he's busy doing his own thing.
Yeah.
And hopefully have him on an episode of the Man Cove soon. If not, just maybe be on his show.
Yeah, I'd love that. And that's how I actually found out about Bay Area was through Greg Boswell, through his videos. When I started my beer journey, he was one of the first content creators I kind of latched onto, him and the Dan C's, the guys out there that were doing it back then. And he knows how much I was devastated when he did the video where he cut his beard off. I was devastated. I still give him grief about it, but thank you for sharing that. He talks so highly of you and your products that it's got to be special. So we appreciate
and he really is too. So I'm honored that he does speak of me that way. So it's I think it's been a while. It's probably been about 6-7 months. So but yeah, it's something we need to do is hang out, when we get some time here soon. I know we're both a little busy.
Absolutely. Well, Jacob, Mr. Jacked Up Leatherworks would like to know, what is your favorite pirate? Or who's your favorite pirate? I'm sorry, I shouldn't say what.
My favorite, honestly, and kind of doing a little bit of research recently, because I try and encompass some of the true stories about the pirates with the pirate ships. Honestly, learning some things about Jack Rackham, Calico Jack. Well, I know that I would be able to say he's my favorite pirate. He's probably the most interesting. The fact that Anne Bonny and Mary Read were both allegedly, hands or mates of his pirate ship, the Ranger. That kind of when he was captured, the story is that the quote that, if you had fought like a man, you wouldn't be hanged like a dog, is what Mary and Anne Bonny said about him. And that he is actually the inspiration for the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Wow.
And the creator of the Jolly Roger flag itself. So I think the most, even though that when you hear Jack Rackham or Calico Jack, maybe not be as popular of, as like a Black Bart or Blackbeard, but probably the most about his life and story is kind of encompassed in what we know about pirates today.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Greg says that you guys will link up, and he also says that Bay Area Beer Co. is at the top of my list. So yes, he continues just to speak very highly. So many people are mentioning things, and some of the things you mentioned, the sea salt. People also mentioned the vitamins. I was on earlier looking at everything on the site, and there is, just like Dino said, it is a one-stop shop. So really, really neat. And I hope everybody goes over there tonight. Use code Amigos. It will save you 10% off your entire order. So please go take advantage of that tonight. Dino.
So Matt, when you're not busy making all these products and you're not busy delivering mail for us, what do you like to do to relax? What do you have time for any other hobbies, or is this like encompass everything now?
It really kind of does encompass everything.
Right.
It is, if I'm not, and I know that, you've had Florida Boys on, and you spoke with Greg, and you guys do a lot of content, that it is really kind of like a never ending kind of grind or hustle, especially as a business owner. You're always trying to make the next move or create the next scent or product. You're utilizing social media, creating social media. I do my own, website building. So everything that you see, I created, I designed the website. I handle my own, obviously, hosting and creation of, text effects or fonts with Photoshop and finding those things. So, and doing local markets too. That's another thing with, what I try to embrace with the new brand is to embrace the local culture here in Tampa, Florida, and try to maybe branch from Tampa and Florida outward.
Right.
So it's, my free time is kind of wrapped up in those things, but I do like to exercise, like to work out.
Right.
And, if I had like a guilty pleasure, and I'm sorry, I know you guys are, you're from Texas, but Ohio State football is a passion. So
you're killing me.
So what you're saying is you and Mad Donkeys are probably good friends together then, because Mad Donkeys
we might be. And I know 8-Bit Sean, shout out Columbus, Ohio, 8-Bit beer. And I heard you said the Buckeye Beard battle, so I just had to maybe just kind of hoist this one last time before the season starts.
Well, we will be there September 6th, and it is fastly approaching. So I am looking forward to it. And the Texas Longhorns, my beloved Texas Longhorns, will be playing the Ohio State Buckeyes the first game of this college football season. We shall see how Arch Manning handles that situation. So, Blake,
he doesn't know that I'm from Michigan, so I'm a U of M fan.
Well, I guess we're all somewhere kind of in the middle here, right? This is like
right.
Yeah. Hey, Blake Hughes would like to know: is there any new scents coming up?
I have some things in the works. I wanted to kind of let Ranger have its day in the sun for the summer. I know that there were a lot of, let's say, friends, customers, loyal subscribers that were, and I don't know if too many people know that when I first started, I somehow got wrapped up into creating food scents. Where it was like lemon pound cake, cinnamon toast crunch, cookie dough. It was bubble gum. Trying to think some of the other ones I did, and it just, because the scents were, Fruit Loops. It was they all smelled amazing, and they were all popular, and I'd say they were easy to mix and make and blend. And so I really kind of got coined as like the food scents guy. They were creative, but at the same time, the base of these scents were, nostalgic and food-esque. So people kept asking, because I did one with the new lineup. There were more mainstream scents. There were bay rum, there were cedar sage, bourbon vanilla, cologne type scents. People said, when are you going to do one of the fun ones? When is a fun one coming?
Right.
Where's the ice cream? Where's the cereal?
Right.
And so I did Ranger. Ranger is like a mango sorbet, lemonade, strawberry bourbon, blackberry type of fun, fruity summer scent. And I wanted to kind of give that a limited edition run for the entire summer, and then focus on new scents in the fall. But like any company owner knows, like it's hard not to create a new scent every other week or every month, to try and stay relevant, to try and keep exposure and those things going.
Is there any scent profile? Like, is there any scent note that you're like, nope, I can't, I don't like working with that scent note? Is there anything that you're like, I absolutely won't make it? I know like there's some out there that won't touch chocolate, some won't touch coffee. Is there anything that you're like, I'm not touching it? I'm not doing it.
Chocolate's tough. Just because of the being, synthetic fragrance, sometimes those are tough to kind of not smell like plastic. Cherry can be tough, I'm sure, but I've found the right wheelhouse with cherry. I didn't like leather initially, just because any amount of leather kind of would be overpowering. I've kind of found, leather to be better to work with. The one scent that I refuse to ever put in one of my beard oils would be anise or a licorice, like a black licorice.
Thank you.
Oh man,
I knew I loved them.
Good thing Chief's not out here. Him and I'd be like, come on, man. Chief and I are Greek and we like black licorice, so we're all.
Oh, never.
Yeah,
I think I've used, and it was within another fragrance, but like ambergris, which is essentially
right.
a cologne or fragrance made from whale vomit, and I would use that again before I would ever touch anise.
Yeah, it can go really bad with the black licorice if it's not done right, because if it's too overpowering, it's not good. But if you got to ride that fine line with it. Yep.
And I know that like a root beer fragrance may at some level have that black licorice or anise kind of morphed in there, but anise is definitely a no for me forever.
Right.
Black Manor Grooming, who I believe is also in Florida, would like to know, Matt, are you vending at a large medieval fair next month? Coordinator said another local beard company is vending, and they are on par with the theme. I think pirate is medieval. Lee.
No, I am not. I thought I'd ask. I know there used to be a kind of like a medieval festival from where I was originally from in Largo, Florida. But I'm not sure of any that I know. There might be one in Lakeland or Tampa, but no, I haven't coordinated with anybody to be a part of that yet.
Good deal. Well, we mentioned that you were your job is you've been with the Postal Service for, I believe you said 17 years. That's quite an accomplishment. So it looks like you're in it for the long haul. And how does that help you in your beard care business at all? Are you able to kind of do some sly advertisements while you're doing it? Did anybody ever ask about your beard and you get talking about it? Or
it does. Yeah, I absolutely. I know that we get a bad rap logistically, but even using the Postal Service shipping my own products, it might almost feel like ironic that I have not had any issues with the Postal Service and shipping my own packages as far as breaks, over 5,000 packages shipped. I think maybe they've lost one, a handful of delays. So I'm a fan of the Postal Service, and that's even knowing how we work. And I love it. I'm as a mail carrier myself, I am out and about. I'm in public. People see the beard. I'm able to communicate and see guys that have beards and maybe market.
Right.
So it's, and to kind of learn the in and out of logistics and, what it looks like during the warm season, maybe with butter, and kind of how to map out how and when to ship. I'm able to kind of take a little bit more extra care of my shipments. When I ship them, they're with me in the office, so they're not riding around in a hot truck, uh, you know, until they leave. I don't get to take care of them after they hop on a plane and go wherever. But with me, I'm able to take care of them. I can accept them myself and start the tracking. So I've got maybe a little teeny tiny bit of an advantage for maybe a step or two.
Right.
But I think it probably helped too, a little bit running a business, kind of learning in and outs of how, logistics works.
Right. Well, speaking of that, we have some company owners in here that are kind of new. What advice would you give to an up and coming beard company? Any advice you could give them on, success and how to make it happen?
Uh, I'm probably not the most business savvy guy, but I have a very analytic or creative mind. And if I were to give any advice, um, and this is kind of what the Postal Service has allowed me to be in the position to do, um, as far as, my pay and salary, is that
Mhm.
there's not a whole lot of pressure. So have fun.
Right.
Have fun creating. Have fun. This is what we do. It's art in a way, and you guys, it's an honor. It really is, to be able to create something that you wear, you smell, you use your senses, and to have it put a smile on your face, and to have it, you know, make grooming enjoyable. So it is art,
Right.
and I like being artistic, and
Right.
just have fun. And
You know,
while
it's
it,
it's funny you mention that because I don't refer to people who make these products as makers. I refer to them as artists because you guys truly are artists. You're working
yes,
with your palette, and when you get that scent profile complete, that's a masterpiece. So you guys in my mind are artists because of what you do and how much work goes in it and how much just passion and how much creativity goes into it. Because I'm sure you've probably ran into people say, "Well, how hard can it be to make beard oil and make sense?" Because somebody will look at you like, "Well, you just add this and this," and they don't really realize how much time, effort, how much creativity goes into all this. And you got, all you maker, are artists. You're all truly artists at what you do. You know,
um, and it is becoming, it's like over the past 5 or 6 years. I mean, you guys know that a lot more companies
right,
have kind of entered the fold. It can be a little bit more difficult to stay original
right,
with some ideas and scent profiles, um, and so that's still fun. It's a challenge.
sure,
So to try and stay original, you probably haven't done a scent profile or seen one that hasn't been done before. And what
sure,
take can I put on it? Uh, what's something new I haven't seen done? What's an idea I haven't seen done before? And I think that's what set me apart early, was presentation, for sure. That's another piece of advice I would give if you were looking to enter, or if you have one, is try and stand out where other companies are not.
right,
Uh, so, in presentation is a way that you can be different,
right,
um, because all the carrier oils are great. Um, Guys will find what works best for them, but all carrier oils, for the most part, if you're not using inexpensive ones will work really good.
Right.
Scent profiles are all subjective.
Sure.
But
Sure.
presentation, people can tell that you put in effort, and and even investing in presentation, that you want someone to see and notice and enjoy your product.
Right. Exactly.
I think that's probably where Bay Area excels. So,
Right.
that's
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought I would do the honors of this one. Robert Allen says, "Do you have samples?" I actually went on the site and just pulled it up real quick. Yes, they do have sample. He does have samples, Robert.
Yep.
Just to answer your question, so please make sure you go take advantage of that. Lion's Mane, actually, well, if I can get to the question here. He actually, that was a question that he had, so he thanked Dino for asking that for him, because he is a new beard company owner, Lion's Mane, and I've actually tried his products, very good products, outstanding scents. But so you appreciate the answers there that you were able to help him out with as well.
Yeah, find your lane. I mean, that's definitely another one too. And I'd say Pirates is a little untouched, and again, I did, in rebranding, I started I made the decision to rebrand in April of 2024. And I didn't tell anyone. I worked hard for 8 months to try and come up with new logos, new designs, new color schemes, a new brand, and what I wanted to do. And I took 8 months, and while still running a brand that I knew I was not going to be continuing, and then also creating a new one. And I did unfortunately find out that there was another pirate themed brand
Right.
that launched in October.
Right.
Also here in Florida. And I
Right.
reached out to him because I wanted to let him know that what I'm going to be revealing is similar. And we chatted and became friends, and he's in here in Tampa as well. So
Right.
but it's a goal to be original and to try and do something that not many others are doing. And you don't always succeed in that, because again, some ideas overlap, but I do want to be different. So if
Right.
find a lane, find something that no one else is doing. That's what I try to do with the biblical theme, and also trying to embrace Tampa with the pirate brand too. But
you bring up a great point there, and I'm so happy. And when I hear that companies talk to each other, you become friends. It's something that Corey from Weatherbeard often says is that he doesn't ever. He's always willing to reach out a helping hand to folks, to other new beard company owners, because he makes the statement that, guys, there's plenty of beards in this world. I'm not going to corner the market on beard products, and he knows that. And I think, does it help knowing that, and that you don't have to just be in such competition? Does it kind of help relax and ease things for you as a business owner?
It does. When I first started, everyone was really happy to trade products and talk and chat, and I needed to kind of revitalize a butter formula early on, and other company owners helped me with that. And I find there's probably more of a competition with influencers and on social media than it is behind the scenes with us. That we're literally fighting for your money, and yet it seems to be just kind of like, we all understand that your beard shelves are probably larger than any amount of inventory we can even carry. So just because, let's say, Florida Blanca is your favorite, doesn't mean you can't have 20 or 30 or 50 others. So I think we understand that, and that there's always going to be something new or something more exciting.
Right.
But it's, yeah. And I think that's, what I told the other company too, is anything you need to want or talk about or hang out, and, team up on, and there's plenty of collabs that can still be done.
Sure.
So
That's awesome.
yeah, I'm happy to be a part, and the community can be a little pensive at times, but
Yeah.
Right.
I'm proud to be a part of it.
Well, I think that kind of goes with any kind of family, right? I mean, even in families, things get a little, like you said, a little tense sometimes, but in the end, it's how we all react to it, and hey, just come on, let's get over this, and that's what I really like about it, is the majority of the people in the community really kind of just has got each other's back. I think for the most part, you're always going to have that, little uneasiness, but I think that's anywhere. I think Not Ray Smokey would like to know, would any of your old simps make a comeback?
Does he have one specifically?
Drop in the comment, Ray.
Right.
I did bring back Thunder Bay. I brought back Exodus and Colognes. And each of the scent profiles that I released initially, I think there were 7. And then now there's 10, 11 with Ranger, but I think it's 10. Each of those scents, other than Florida Blanca, all kind of embodied the spirit of an old scent. So if you were somebody that liked Galilee, that was like a grapefruit, pineapple, sage scent, you would like Dancing Molly, because that's like a grapefruit bergamot. Fancy. If you liked Exodus, you probably would like Fancy. If you liked Metzola, which was the bolder kind of bay rum barbershop, then you would like Fortune, because a lot of those do kind of have maybe 1 or 2 of the fragrances. I did try to embody the spirit of a scent, a new one with an old one.
Right.
Other than maybe a cookie dough, or the really fun, like a smashed, like a limited edition, those might, but I don't really have any plans to bring back old scents. Right. I can kind of take the spirit of those scents and create something new and better. And I think that's always the goal too, is to beat or drip. Yeah. Sorry, Ray. Drip might be the one that I will do. But if you like drip, I think you would like Ranger, because it is similar, but I think drip will probably come back at some point for sure.
Nice.
Blake just said he tried using code Amigo. I think it's Amigo. Is it Amigo?
I'll have to look. I believe it's Amigos.
Is it? And I don't know if it matters if it's got to be all capitals or not.
I would try and use all caps, but Amigos should work.
Okay,
it's 10% off an order, so it should stack with the bundling discounts.
We'll definitely look at that, Blake, because I'm definitely gonna get on as well here as soon as the show is over, and stock up on. I am a huge. I want to try some of the deodorant definitely, and get some more Florida Blanca, and really looking forward to it. Well, it is just after 7 o'clock, and Dino, I think it is time for the question.
The question. So, if you could meet or see any entertainer, musician, band, alive or dead, who would it be and why?
Man. Okay, I would try it now. When I created that and sent that to you earlier, I might not have saved it.
Okay.
I screenshot it and sent it to you, and I probably didn't save it.
Well, thanks for letting us know, Blake. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Blake. Blake, thank you. I have messed up multiple times tonight.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Any entertainer. Man, this might be a hot take, and this will kind of maybe take it back to my biblical brand. And I know this isn't an entertainer and not a celebrity, but I would probably have to say Paul. If I could get a hold of Paul, I think I know the easy answer is probably Jesus, but I would say Paul, because I think speaking with him and maybe getting him to clarify a lot of his letters might clear up some of the confusion. His rabbinical style of teaching has confused its readers today as far as denominational Christianity goes.
Sure.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to open that Pandora's box. But I think Paul might be a good guy to really clarify some stuff as far as
sure.
the way he spoke,
Right.
because he was confusing. But man, I think my second pick might be Woody Hayes. But other than that,
right.
I know those are probably two vastly different characters, but
sure. Right.
That's an eclectic group.
Right.
Absolutely. Well, listen, guys, we just want to mention again the Bearded Chief, Steve Banos. They did have their grandbaby, and healthy boy. They are doing some tests. You guys just keep them in your thoughts and in your prayers. I know that's kind of become a cliche these days, but they're taking it to go do some tests and things. So y'all just keep them in your prayers tonight, and think about Chief. You know, it's as a dad, it's hard enough, and then when you become a grandparent, now all of a sudden you've got your child plus your grandchild to kind of worry over. You know, it kind of becomes that double stress there. So y'all just keep that in mind. We got some people still even jumping on Mr. Phil Bearded on a Budget. He was up there with you guys up at the Worlds. Appreciate all the pictures. Matt, we thank you so much for coming on. Do you have any last words of wisdom, any advice that you'd like to give? Could be anything you want to share.
No, just thank you guys for having me on. I know it's been a little bit. Sorry, I had my issues today with connection. That's something I need to get fixed moving forward. But go check out Bay Area Beard Company. I think you'll be fairly impressed at the very least with the website itself. The new look, I think, is a lot bolder. It definitely fits the pirate brand. If you like pirates, if you like something fun, masculine, there's a ton of products out there that you can give a try to. All great natural products that work, high quality beard oil, carrier blend, and scent profiles. You could reach me at Bay Area Beard Company on Instagram, and it's happy to be here.
Absolutely. Dino, you got any closing thoughts?
Man, it was great talking to you. I'm going to check you out. You're on my list. As you know, us guys that do content and review, I've got so much stuff, and I've got so much stuff I've still got to make it through, but I am going to try your stuff out. I'm interested in the deodorant and some of your other products that you do. And congratulations on the rebrand. I'm glad that you're having success with it. And if there's anything I can ever do for you, Tactical Santa, reach out to me and let me know. I'm glad that you're on here, and now I get to call you brother. So thank you, brother, for coming on. And everybody else, I just like to say what Santa Tom said. Keep the prayers in for Chief and his daughter and the grandson. But other than that, Santa, it's all yours.
Thank you.
Well, Matt, I would just like to say thank you so much for coming on. We share a bond, you know, a good friend of both of ours, and the feeling is mutual. Even though I haven't met you in person, you are a wonderful human being. I thank you for what you do. Your service to this country, even as you know, as a postal service worker, because I'm going to tell you something. That's a job that I don't know if I could do, and just the criticism, like you had mentioned, that you guys take is unwarranted, because I love the United States Postal Service. Does it have its hiccups? I think they all do, and there we go. I do want to bring on a special guest here real quick. If everybody can bear with us just for a few more minutes and hang on, we would like to welcome the Bearded Chief himself to the show. Are you there? I see a ceiling.
Oh.
All right. Oh, that was you. You've got two computers on.
That was me.
keep jumping
Okay,
on.
switcheroos.
Sorry, guys.
I'm a double special guest. Double special guest. Surprise.
I would. All right. Well, guys, I just want to say again, thank you so much. Sorry for the false alarm there, but guys, remember about the opening. Things in this life can take a turn at any moment. We're not promised tomorrow. You are only promised right now. So live life to its fullest. Embrace one another. Look your family and your friends in the eye. Tell them tell them how you feel. Tell them how much you appreciate them and your friends. Keep positivity alive because, guys, I tell you what, we can all sit there and have a bad day if we choose to, but you can also have a positive day if you want to. Wake up with that mindset. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of other guys. Until next week, where we welcome Tyson from Copper John's Beard Co. to the show. We will see you then. Have a wonderful week. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Bay Area Beard Co. I'm going to get on your website right now, guys. Remember, this world could use a little kindness, so be kind to one another. And as always, keep Christmas in your heart year round. See you guys later.